was just that person that everybody needed in their life. Like,
nobody knows or understands that heartbreak.
She was on her way to New York to play for college. The violence is out of control, and people don't want to tell. They need to tell because one day this could hit their home.
It was a Tuesday night when family, friends, and former teammates gathered to remember the 20-year-old who was a star basketball player. The 20-year-old East Oak Lane resident who dreamed of playing for the WNBA was fatally shot 2 years ago while driving. Her mother still shares her daughter's story throughout social media, hoping it will lead to information. Jasmine Leah Lewis started playing basketball in 4th grade and quickly became apparent that she had a talent. She fell in love with the game at Sturgis Playground in East Oak Lane, then perfected her skills on the court at Mastery Charter North High School. By the time she reached college, Jasmine was a star player. She nurtured a dream of joining the WNBA and playing basketball overseas, and her goals were within her grasp. Born January 20th, 2000, Jasmine was Karen's 5th child out of 6. She had an extremely close relationship with her 17-year-old sister, who was also a basketball player. Jasmine was fun to be around and enjoyed making people laugh. She was also smart and caring and was eager to help anyone who needed it.
Yes, Jasmine was a very fun kid, always joking around. As you see from her videos, she's a joking, fun to be around, just a very fun, caring person. Jasmine coming through the house, pranking jokes, making me laugh. Her and her friends coming through. Her being in the house, in the home, in and out, playing ball. I go to the Croc Center with them and play ball with them.
Although she tried football for a few months in high school, basketball was her world. During her freshman year on the women's basketball team, the Falcons made it to the Nationals.
And we're joined right now by Jasmine Lewis. How are you doing, Jasmine?
Good, how are you?
You're a returning sophomore, right, from Philadelphia?
Yes.
Now, one thing that I've talked to Coach about a lot of the players, one thing your coach says about you is you came in last year, you contributed, I think you averaged around 6 points a game. You said this year you're a different player.
Yeah.
Talk about from last year to this year, what you've done to commit yourself to getting better on the floor.
Last year, I could say that I wasn't going to my full potential. Like, I knew I had more to it, but she put it out of me. Like, this year's going to be different. I see myself going way farther than what I did last year.
Laquana went to the NCAA Division III Final Four tournament. Her coach said she was a force on and off the court. The team only lost by 2 points, but just the fact that they made it that far was a thrill in itself.
You know, we've been talking about the success you guys had last year, and, you know, as a freshman coming in. Has that motivated you more too, to want to get back to the Final Four, want to win championships,
yes,
want to help your team do whatever they can do to win?
Yes, it did, because when we made there, seeing everybody's faces just made us want to go back. Made us want to just win it all. We're going for everything this year.
Let's talk about what you're from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
What brought you to Lackawanna? What was one of the things that steered you to come here and not only be a student athlete but play basketball?
Just seeing how everybody around me, my community was leaving, going to school and everything. I just thought I wanted to be on the same path. I wanted to go somewhere, but when I first visited Lackawanna College, I knew it felt like home. It really did. Like, it felt like no other college. Like, I just liked it. I liked the environment. The environment felt very like home-wise.
Jasmine completed 2 years, then decided to transfer to Queens College in New York. As Jasmine was just about to start classes, Jasmine was tragically killed.
20-year-old Jasmine Lewis was shot in the head while driving to a friend's house last August. She was one of the city's 499 homicides in 2020.
On the evening of Thursday, August 27, 2020, Jasmine had gone home for playing one-on-one with her younger sister and nephew at the Salvation Army Kroc Center. She went to the house to shower and change, and then decided to head to a get-together at a friend's house.
Jasmine had left. Her and her sister had been to the gym all day, the Kroc Center, playing ball. Mm-hmm. She came home. She said she was tired. Mm-hmm. She wasn't going to go out. So another one of her friends said, let's go get together over one of their friends' house.
As she was getting dressed, she was conversing with her sister. The sisters, who were best friends, discussed which pair of Jordan sneakers Jasmine should wear with the white shirt and light blue distressed jeans she had on. They settled on a blue and white pair. As Jasmine was heading out, she also accidentally took her nephew's brush. Jasmine promised that she would return it, but she never made it back home again. As Jasmine was driving to her friend's house along the 6,000 block in Philadelphia's East Germantown section, suddenly a shot rang out, striking Jasmine in the head as she drove down the lane. Her car then hit a traffic light before crashing into a fence.
She left. About not even 10 minutes later, someone called her friend called my daughter's phone and said Jasmine's been shot.
At 9:07 p.m., Philadelphia police officers responded to the scene and found Jasmine sitting in the front seat of the vehicle. Jasmine was then transported to Albert Einstein Medical Center, where she was placed in critical condition. Sadly, after fighting a long battle, the basketball star later passed away.
Someone do know something, because it's we just want justice. We want to find out who did this to Jasmine. She did not deserve this. She was on her way to college that next week. And we just want answers. I'm praying for anybody to please just come forward, give me any information that will help us solve this case.
And in your daughter's case, investigators believe it's a stray bullet and she was not the intended target, or what are they telling you?
They're telling that it was a stray bullet. We're trying to put pieces together. We're trying to get information. I'm begging the public. If you look at my social media, I'm asking every day, just give us some closure. I just need some closure to what happened to my daughter.
As of today, Jasmine's case still remains unsolved. No one seems to know what happened to Jasmine. A reward up to $20,000 is available to anyone that comes forward with information that leads to an arrest and conviction of the person responsible for Jasmine's murder. Anonymous calls can be submitted by calling the Citizens Crime Commission at 215-546-TIPS. On October 1st, 2021, the women's basketball team held its first ever annual game in honor of Jasmine Lewis as a former student fatally wounded by a stray bullet in Philadelphia in August 2020.
I just want you guys to know, like, I honestly, I'm going to work on not choking up here, but it really means a lot to me to have all you guys back and to be here. And this means a lot to me. This means a lot to Jasmine's family. I talked to her mom a couple of times. And it's just really special. And it's really an opportunity for us to have a lot of fun, for us to really reminisce, okay? Make it as positive and as exciting as you can. And I just really want you to know, like, and Justice has said this to me a couple times, but it's hard to put it together. I want you guys to understand that this is not about us, okay? It's not. It's not about you as an individual player or what you did here at Lackawanna College. It's not about that. It's about the people in this room. And you will always have a place here. So when you get out there and the world gets really hard and it gets really lonely, remember you'll always have a place here. It's about us serving and representing through this game of basketball. The devil may be able to knock one of us down as an individual, but there's no chance he's taking us all out when we're linked up like this. And I just pray that right now and beyond this moment, we could stay linked up. Amen. Amen. Let's go jazz on 3 here, all right? 4 jazz on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Her large, close-knit family is devastated by the loss of the fun-loving superstar with a big smile. Everyone hopes justice will be served.